will tell you about soluble and insoluble things. Let's say the soluble things are the things which easily dissolve in water. Example: sugar and salt. The insoluble things are the things which cannot dissolve in water. Example: stones and chalk. Let's see. We take some salt. I take some salt in spoon. The salt is easily dissolved in water. That's why the salt is a soluble thing. When salt mixed with water, the salt dissolves because the covalent bonds of water are stronger than the ionic bonds of the salt molecules. Now, I take one stone and throw in water. The stone cannot dissolve. That why the stone is a soluble thing. The stone weight is heavy than the water weight. That why the stone go in the bottom of the glass.
Hello students, I am Yashvi Agarwal from class 6A. I am going to do an experiment of sedimentation, decantation and filtration. In that I have taken bowl filled with water and some sand. Now I will pour this sand into the water, and you already know that sand is insoluble in water. This process is called sedimentation. You can see this sand is settled down at the bottom.
The sand was down of the glass and the water of upper on the glass. So this process is called sedimentation. And now decantation process. So I will be say about decantation. Decantation is the process of gently pour clear liquid into another beaker without disturbing the sediments.
Water. Now we will filter this using tissue paper. I will make the funnel by pouring this half and by another half. Now I will open this. Now I will put it in this. Now I will slowly pour this water. Now you can see this slowly clear water is coming down.
Hello, I am Jeet Gandhi, student of a Standard 7th United Public School. This is a model of a teeth. Teeth is the part of our digestion system. We can chew and cut our food with our teeth. It is a part of our buccal cavity. There are 4 types of teeth. First, incisor. There are 8 teeth in front center of our mouth, 4 on both bottom and top. These are typically the first adult teeth that child will get. Incisors are teeth that you use to bite into your food. Second, canine. Canine are the next teeth that develop in our mouth. We have 4 canines. These are sharpest teeth used for tearing apart food. Third, Premolar. Premolar are used for tearing and crushing food. We have a total 8 premolars. Premolar have a flat biting surface. Fourth, molars. Molar are the largest teeth. They grind, tear and crush food. Molar have a large flat biting surface.
From 5th D. I am from United Public School. United Public School had given me a project named Different Process Involved in Farming. This is a tomato plant. Give us tomato. This is a cotton plant. Give us cotton. Remember, sheep and cotton plant only give us cotton. This is two main processes give us cotton. This is a spinach plant. Give us spinach. This is a wheat plant. Give us wheat. This is a well. Give water to villagers. There was no RO purifier in village. That's why they make a deep well in a place. This is a house and this is a chadio. Because of chadio, birds can't come in the field. This is a chadio. If birds can come in, they will eat all these crops. And thank you, United.
Good morning, respected teachers and dear friends. Today I am going to show my science project topic animal cell. Animal cells are generally smaller than plant cells. Another defining characteristic is its irregular shape. This is due to the absence of a cell wall, but animal cells are share other cellular organelles with plant cells, as both have evolved from eukaryotic cells. This is the vacuole, a membrane-bound organelle present inside a cell, involved in maintaining shape and storing water, food wastes, etc. This is the mitochondria. They are spherical or rod-shaped organelles with a double membrane. They are the powerhouse of a cell as they play an important role in releasing energy. This is the lysosome. They are round organelles surrounded by a membrane and comprising digestive enzymes which help in digestion, excretion and cell renewal process. This is the ribosome. They are small organelles made up of RNA-rich cytoplasmic granules and they are the sites of protein synthesis. This is the cytoplasm, a jelly-like material which contains all the cell organelles enclosed within the cell membrane. The substance found within the cell nucleus contained by the nuclear membrane is called the nucleoplasm. This is the cell membrane, a thin permeable membrane layer of protein and fat surrounding the cell. This is the nucleus. A nucleus is a round body located inside the nucleus of a eukaryotic cell. The nucleus makes ribosomal subunits from proteins and ribosomal RNA, also known as RNA, and this is the nucleus. It is an organelle that contains several other suborganelles such as nucleus, nucleosome, and chromatis. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. This cellular organelle is composed of within winding network of membranous sacs originating from the nucleus. This is the Golgi body, a flat, smooth layered sac-like organelle which is located near the nucleus.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Uchal Patel. My topic is leaf venetia, type of leaf venetia and type of root. type of root. The design made on the flat surface of the leaf is called leaf venation. This is the leaf venation. The middle line in the leaf, which is a part of venation, is called midrib. This is midrib. There are two types of leaf venation: reticulate venation and parallel venation. If the leaf has net-like structure on the both sides of the midrib, this is called reticulate venation. If the leaf has parallel lines on each other, this is called parallel venation. Leaf venation also helps in to know the plant has which type of root. If the leaf has reticulate venation, the plant has tap root. This is tap root. If the leaf has parallel venation, the plant has fibrous root. This is fibrous root. Type of roots. There are two types of roots: taproot and fibrous root. Taproot has mainly two parts: lateral roots and one main root in the middle. This is called taproot. The lateral root are the small roots on the both sides of main root. The taproot go only downside or to the direction fibrous root. Fibrous root are the root that have same type of roots. All roots are of same size. They are called fibrous root. They spreads in all the direction.